Hey everyone, it's Prince and welcome back to Crafty Corner Pro Max, where we're all about transforming your space with easy and impactful DIYs. Today, we're diving into some seriously clever home hacks that are not only super quick to do, but will also bring some major organization and style to your space. And the best part is, these hacks are all about working with what you've got. Think budget-friendly solutions that make a big impact. We're talking hidden storage, maximizing space, and just generally making your home work better for you. So, grab your crafting supplies, put on your DIY hat, and let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with a hack that's all about conquering cable clutter and creating a designated charging zone. We're talking about a hidden charging station tucked away neatly inside a drawer. This is perfect for your bedroom, living room, or even your home office. First things first, you're going to need a drawer. You can use an existing one or even repurpose an old one you might have lying around. Now, the magic ingredient here is a power strip. You can find these at any hardware store and they're super affordable. The key is to get one that fits comfortably inside your chosen drawer. Once you have your power strip, measure and mark the inside back of the drawer where you'll need to create a small opening for the cord. This is where you'll feed the power strip cord through so you can plug it into the wall. You can use a drill to carefully create this opening. Now, before you secure the power strip inside the drawer, consider adding some personality. You can paint the inside of the drawer a fun color, add some decorative paper, or even use washi tape to create a pattern. This is your chance to get creative and make it your own. Now, securely attach the power strip to the inside of the drawer. You can use strong adhesive strips or even small screws depending on the surface of the drawer and the power strip. Once it's secure, thread the cord through the opening you created earlier. And there you have it, your very own hidden charging station. Now you can easily charge your devices out of sight while keeping cords organized and tangle-free. Plus, it adds a touch of secret organization to your space, which is always a win. Next up, we're heading into the heart of the home, the kitchen. And if you're anything like me, you probably have a love-hate relationship with your spice cabinet. It's time to ditch the clutter and embrace the magic of magnets with a DIY magnetic spice rack. This hack is a game changer for maximizing space and keeping your spices organized and within easy reach. For this hack, you'll need some magnetic strips, small metal containers like tins or small metal bowls, and your trusty adhesive of choice. You can find all of these materials at most craft stores or online. First, measure the area on your kitchen wall or inside a cabinet door where you want to create your magnetic spice rack. This will help you determine how many magnetic strips you'll need and how to space them out. Next, attach the magnetic strips to the wall or cabinet door using your adhesive. Make sure they're level and spaced evenly to create a cohesive look. Now, for the fun part, decanting your spices. Pour your spices into the small metal containers. You can find these in a variety of sizes and shapes, so choose ones that fit your style and the amount of spice you typically use. To keep your spices organized, label each container clearly. You can use a label maker, write directly on the containers with a permanent marker, or get creative with chalkboard labels. Now comes the satisfying part. Attach those spice containers to your magnetic strips. The magnets will hold them securely in place, creating a visually appealing and functional spice rack. Not only does this free up valuable shelf space, but it also makes it so much easier to find the spices you need while you're cooking. Plus, it adds a touch of modern organization to your kitchen. Let's move on to the living room or office, where we can add a touch of modern elegance with a DIY floating bookshelf. These shelves are all the rage right now, and for good reason. They're sleek, minimalist, and create the illusion of more space. Plus, they're surprisingly easy to make yourself. To create your own floating bookshelf, you'll need a sturdy piece of wood. The size and thickness will depend on how large you want your shelf and how much weight it needs to hold. Brackets specifically designed for floating shelves, screws, a drill, and a level. You can find all of these materials at your local hardware store. Start by measuring and marking where you want your shelf to go on the wall. Use a level to ensure your markings are straight. Next, hold up one of the floating shelf brackets against the wall where you made your markings. Mark the spots where you'll need to drill holes for the screws. Repeat this process for the other bracket. Once you've marked the screw holes for both brackets, use your drill to carefully create pilot holes. These holes will guide the screws and make it easier to install the brackets securely. Now, align the brackets with the pilot holes you drilled and screw them into the wall. Make sure they're level and securely attached. Finally, slide your piece of wood, your shelf, onto the brackets. The brackets should have a lip or groove that will hold the shelf in place. And there you have it, your very own DIY floating bookshelf. Style it with your favorite books, plants, or decorative objects to add a touch of personality to your space. Now let's head to the garage or entryway, where things can easily become cluttered. A pegboard organizer is a total game changer when it comes to maximizing space and keeping everything in its place. Plus, it adds a touch of industrial chic to any space. You'll need a pegboard panel. You can find these in various sizes at hardware stores. Pegboard hooks and accessories. These come in a wide range of styles to hold everything from tools to keys to jewelry. Screws, wall anchors, if you're not drilling into studs, a drill, and a level. Before you start drilling, determine the best spot for your pegboard organizer. Consider the items you want to hang on it and make sure there's enough clearance. Once you've chosen your spot, hold the pegboard panel against the wall and use a level to ensure it's straight. Mark the spots where you'll need to drill holes for the screws. If you're not drilling into wall studs, you'll need to use wall anchors to provide extra support. Drill pilot holes at the marked spots, then insert the wall anchors if you're using them. Now, align the pegboard panel with the pilot holes or anchors and screw it securely into the wall. Make sure it's nice and sturdy. With the pegboard in place, it's time for the fun part. Customizing it with hooks and accessories. Arrange them in a way that makes sense for your needs, whether you're hanging tools, keys, scarves, or even small plants. The beauty of a pegboard organizer is its versatility. You can easily rearrange the hooks and accessories as your needs change. Plus, it keeps everything visible and within reach, so you'll never have to search for those misplaced keys again. Let's head back to the bedroom for our next hack. Underbed storage drawers. This is one of my favorite ways to maximize space, especially in smaller bedrooms. It's like having a secret storage compartment right under your bed. You'll need some storage drawers. You can find these specifically designed for underbed storage, or you can repurpose old drawers. Caster wheels, optional, but they make it easier to slide the drawers in and out. A drill, if you need to attach the caster wheels, and your favorite measuring tape. Before you start, measure the height clearance under your bed to make sure your storage drawers will fit comfortably. You don't want them to be too tall or too wide. If you're using repurposed drawers, give them a good clean and consider adding a fresh coat of paint or some decorative paper to give them a new look. Attach the caster wheels to the bottom of the drawers using screws. This is an optional step, but it makes it so much easier to slide the drawers in and out from under the bed. Now simply slide your storage drawers under your bed. Arrange them in a way that makes sense for your storage needs. You can use these drawers to store extra bedding, out-of-season clothing, shoes, books, or anything else you want to keep organized and out of sight. Labeling the drawers can be super helpful, especially if you're storing items you don't access as frequently. This way, you'll know exactly where everything is without having to pull out every drawer. Alright, as promised, here is your bonus hack. A DIY cord hider to conquer those pesky cords behind your TV or computer. This one is so simple, but makes a world of difference in terms of visual clutter. All you need for this hack is a piece of fabric that coordinates with your wall color. You can use leftover fabric from another project or even an old scarf or tablecloth, scissors, and some adhesive Velcro strips. First, measure the length of the area where you want to hide the cords. This will determine how much fabric you'll need to cut. Cut your fabric to the desired length, making sure it's wide enough to wrap around the bundle of cords comfortably. Next, attach the adhesive Velcro strips along one edge of the fabric. Make sure they're spaced evenly. Peel off the backing of the Velcro strips and carefully wrap the fabric around the bundle of cords, pressing the Velcro together to secure it. And that's it. You've just created a simple and effective cord hider that blends seamlessly with your wall. No more unsightly cords distracting from your decor. You can use this same technique to hide cords behind furniture, under desks, or anywhere you want to create a cleaner, more streamlined look. And there you have it, 6 quick and easy DIY hacks to transform your home. From hidden charging stations to magnetic spice racks to clever cord hiders, these hacks prove that you don't need a ton of time or money to make a big impact. Remember, DIY is all about infusing your personality and creativity into your space. So feel free to adapt these hacks to fit your style and needs. Now, I want to hear from you. Which hack was your favorite? Are you going to try any of these in your own home? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed these budget-friendly DIY ideas, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Crafty Corner Pro Max for more creative inspiration. Until next time, happy crafting.